I mean, it hurts. It hurts.
Yeah, I'm lead for the beat. I'm for the top grand dogs with me. If you don't know about me, yeah, I'm lead for the beat. I'm for the top grand dogs with me. If you don't know about me.
What's going on, guys? Elisha here. Welcome back to God. Today we're talking about the wins, losses, the good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly. Second half of the round of 16, and of course the quarterfinals. A lot happened in 1 week, so let's get right into this. Laptop. All right, so first up we have Brazil versus Mexico. Thank you, Brazil, for winning that one. At least made $10 out of that. Thank you very much. And in that game, to be honest, I expected Brazil to win. Of course, I wanted Brazil to win, but I realistically didn't think Mexico could do it, especially after, coming out of that game against Sweden in the last game of the group stage and winning and losing 3-0. I don't think, they had enough time to bounce back from that. That wasn't the Mexico that we saw in the first two games, and they kind of never recovered from that. Not that they played bad that game at all. I mean, it took 2 late goals for Brazil to actually win this. They definitely put some pressure on Brazil. And from that game, a lot of criticism came, about Neymar and the whole diving. And, at that point, he had spent a total of 14 minutes on the ground, in the whole World Cup. Some of it, I'm not saying that all of it, was actually, him in pain because of tackles. A lot of it was, especially during the first 2 games. But during that game, he did do a lot of diving. I'm not a big fan of the dive. I'm not going to defend him just because he's my favorite player. But also, it's part of the game, all of it is part of the game. Yes, he shouldn't do it as much, but the way that people are going after him, coming at his head, they coming for his neck, like, just for diving, like, it's not that can't make it or break it for your team, especially in this World Cup with the VAR. So a play you hating him because he's diving, like, that's not gonna make your team any better or worse. So why was there an ant on me just now indoors? But yeah, other than that, we had Belgium against Japan. Man, that game, who would have thought that Japan, out of all countries, the country who qualified because they had less yellow cards than Senegal, were 2-0 up on Belgium. Lukaku, Hazard, company, that Belgium, who left Nainggolan at home, Belgium, 2-0. And then somehow, well, they showed that they're that team. Golden era, and they ended up winning that game 3-0. Great performance all around by both teams. I really didn't expect that. I thought it was going to go to extra time, and it ended up being a W for Belgium, and Japan got knocked out. Shout out Japan, though. One of the most hardworking teams in this World Cup. They always show up. Once these teams actually start getting like really skillful players, then they'll, oh man, they're gonna be really a problem. And then we go to Sweden against Switzerland, which ended 1-0 for Sweden. That game was just a big mess. Like, they were missing so many opportunities. Sweden could have been 5-0 easy. Actually, the game could have been like 5-4, 5-3 easily. Like, they were missing way too many chances. That game itself showed me that neither of these teams were going to make it, far. And now for Colombia versus England. Now, on the goal Instagram, which I'm going to link right down here, somewhere on the screen, did I predict that England were going to win on penalties? You bet your grandma's wig I did. I predicted it. Goal prophecy, patent pending. Now we have the quarterfinals, Uruguay against France. Now, this was the first time that the goal prophecy, actually wasn't correct, which was a bad sign for the next game coming, you know what I mean? But Uruguay against France, and Uruguay lost to France 2-0. Definitely were missing Cavani big time. Like, you could feel that emptiness in the attack. Sometimes going forward, like, Uruguay were really putting the pressure, but you just felt like there was something missing. something like a tall PSG player-sized hole in that offense. It sucks that they had to win that way. I want to see every team, full force, having every player healthy, just competing. And France has been lucky with that. They've had everybody just been good the whole time. Belgium also. Speaking of which, France is going to be facing Belgium, La Belgique. Yeah. So Brazil lost 2-1. Sad day. I'm still recovering from that. It was, oh man, jeez, I don't even want to talk about that, but I have to. Because this is football anyways, and I'll talk about the good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly, and everything in between. So, Brazil took that L. Neymar challenge is well alive on the internet, trending. But let's talk about that game. First of all, let's talk about, all the negative factors that contributed to Brazil losing. Danilo, which is a second right back, injured for the rest of the World Cup, so they had to put the third choice, Fagner. That's one. And then you had Marcelo coming back. Now, whoa, Marcelo, Real Madrid's Marcelo, the best left back in the world, possibly of all time. Marcelo plays like he thinks he has, that same Real Madrid squad with him. That's not how Brazil plays well when you put the pressure on Neymar, Coutinho, Willian, Gabriel Jesus, those guys, Paulinho, to work that offense. When you don't put that pressure on them and you're letting Marcelo get in front so much, that takes away from the defense. That's a big chunk away from the defense, and that's the problem that Brazil didn't have during the Mexico game because Felipe Luis was there to solidify that defense. Marcelo takes that away. Marcelo is an offensive midfielder basically for most of the game, and they end up playing so much on the left side. William doesn't get as much of the ball on the right side. William should not have started that game because Douglas Costa was playing so well. Doesn't matter how well William was playing during the Mexico game, Douglas Costa should have started. And I'm sorry for you Man City fans and everybody else who disagrees, but Firmino should have started for Gabriel Jesus also. All these mistakes, if the coaching staff actually listened to the fans, Brazil would have beat Belgium. They would have beat Belgium with that squad. With all these changes that I just talked about, they would have definitely did. Maybe I should try to be coach for Brazil. Maybe. I mean, they extended the coach's job until 2022, until the next World Cup. So they want him there. He's not bad. I love Chiche. But, there's a lot of things. They really should be watching from a different perspective sometimes. Anyways, if y'all can tell, I'm salty. I'm still so sad. The tears have not dried. But that's enough about Brazil. There are other teams in this competition. And I love football, so I'm going to keep watching this tournament and enjoy the beautiful games whatsoever. So now let's go on to Sweden against England. England wins 2-0. Convincing win against Sweden. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming.
Football's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. Football's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming home.
That's right. Football might just be coming home. It's coming home thing started out as a joke because England fans were just scared out of their minds. They just had no hope. They knew they was just joking, and ended up, they're every game, step by step, England is just crushing everybody on their way, and now they're actually in the semifinals. Dele Alli finally got his goal. Even though Sterling is not scoring much, but off the ball, the movement, everything else, his, influence on the team is definitely showing. Whenever Rashford can come on, he does something. Harry Kane, of course, doing Maguire. Jesus. England. Oh, England. Anyways, I'm happy for them. I respect a lot of these Premier League guys. And, I'm happy for them. They had so much pressure going into this, and seeing how the country is backing them up now. My team's gone, so why not? Come on, England. Come on, England. And then we go into Russia versus Croatia. Both teams playing in their second set of extra times. had it in the round of 16, now in the quarterfinals. Again, Jesus, Rakitic saving Croatia again, you know, shooting that last penalty, winning the thing. It's crazy. They worked so hard. Russia as the host, and, you know, like a lot of these hosts, we think, you know, not the best teams, they're not going to make it so far. Russia, you know, ended the group stage with 9 points, went into the knockout, won in the quarterfinals in penalties. Keeper saved 2 goals in a penalty, and now, you know, pushed Croatia. And they were actually 1-up against Croatia. Croatia had to come back. So Russia, respect. Уважение. That's how you say respect in Russian. So yeah, your semifinals teams are going to be France against Belgium and Croatia versus England. I'm excited. Good football, good teams. I'm mostly excited for Belgium against France. That's going to be amazing. I want to see the reactions of the English fans if England wins this, because if they get to the finals, anything can happen in the finals. Doesn't matter what you've been doing the whole tournament. Whoever shows up the most that day is who wins. And if England gets to the final, it could actually be. And of course, do I want to see Belgium win? I don't care. Whoever wins it, I really don't care. France does. You know, Mbappe, Griezmann. I like Kimpembe. Shout out to Kimpembe, shedding some light on the Haitian culture. My guy. So, that's pretty much it for that. And, you know, the rest of the games are going to be extended into this week. It's actually happening, guys. Like, the World Cup is about to be over in a week. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. It was so, oh my God, like it was so worth the 4 years. Maybe not the 4 years, but you know, it was dope. The best World Cup of all times, and I can say I was alive and well aware of everything football going on to really appreciate this whole thing, and it's just been wonderful, and it's not even over yet. Boom! But yeah, what else is going on in football? Talked about the Neymar challenge, you know. Y'all think that's funny? Ronaldo going to Juventus. Apparently, people in the Juventus streets already selling merch, Ronaldo merch with Juventus. It's crazy. I think it's actually gonna happen. It's not a gimmick. It's not Ronaldo trying to get money out of Real, more money or anything. And again, Ronaldo might just be increasing his greatness points and going over Messi, because Messi has been stuck at Barca. As much as I love him there, because I'm a Barca fan, but especially since he just lost with Argentina, the absolute best thing that Messi could have done for his career is say, Barcelona, peace, and go to the Premier League or something. That would have been the absolute best thing for his career, but he's not going to do that. Or maybe. Now Buffon is like at the end of his career, so he's just like, yo, let me go chill, you know, eat some baguettes in Paris, you know, go to some Louis Vuitton shows. Shout out Virgil Abloh. But this is why I love football so much. You never know what's going to happen. Even after this World Cup, there's going to be so much more for us to talk about, which is why you need to be right back here every week, whether it's for the FIFA videos, reaction, the quizzes coming soon, or the weekly show. Be right here on Golf. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell thing so you can get all the notifications. And for this specific video, if you guys enjoyed it, drop a like. But if you didn't, drop a dislike. But make sure you let me know why in the comments below. And check out the social media in the description. Also check out the music. And I'll see you all beautiful people next time on Golf. Peace.